Hello everyone and welcome again to another episode of the Franchise Everything podcast. And as you can tell, there's a bit of a different noise in the background. This is a live Franchise Everything podcast at the Franchising Business Opportunities Expo in Melbourne. And we're joined in our first one for the day with Farzin Hesari, who's the CEO of Link Business Brokers. How you doing, Farzin?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Thanks
for having me.
Thank you for joining us and getting on and starting up first off.
Absolute pleasure. Great
Excellent,
to be
mate.
with you.
So you are Link. Tell us about Link Business Brokers, what that business is about.
So
We're going to talk about your franchise business model is what we're going to talk about.
We're effectively in the transaction space. So we help business owners enter and exit businesses.
Yes.
And we do that through a series of proprietary built systems and softwares. And as our name says, we sell businesses.
Yeah.
So
and how many locations are you around Australia, or how many broker representatives do you have?
we have 7 partners offices around Australia, and we're growing. So we're looking for new active partners in Victoria, Sydney, New South Wales, South Australia and Western Australia, of course.
Nationally. Yeah.
And as you know, we're an international group. So we operate from New Zealand to Southeast Asia, all the way to US and Canada. And we have a little over 120 brokers or business brokers and advisors working with us in Australia at the moment.
So how many offices do you think you could assist? I mean, there's a lot of businesses in Australia, and there's like a million plus small businesses, and that'd be a lot of transactions.
Last time I checked, there's a 3.4 million.
Wow.
Yeah. So at the moment, we contribute, I guess you can say, a little over 20% of the market share when it comes to business transactions. So that's a substantial amount. We've done that through years and years of hard work. So we've been around a little over 20 years now.
Yep.
And growing at a very rapid pace. So we've seen, and we know what contributes to our growth is having amazing people that understand the value of a relationship. So we're in a relationship business effectively. So, using the proprietary softwares, the tools that we've built in order to better assist business owners to understand what the business is worth and connect them with the right buyers looking to acquire.
So with that much market share, you would have, and I know for business sales, it's hard to get information, because everyone wants to benchmark what business is doing. It's a bit easier with franchises.
Yes.
So you would have a lot of data on transactions. I mean, I've previously looked for data for business sales, and it seems to be all over the place depending on what state you're looking at. So you'd have a lot of data.
I'm really glad you raised the data question, because we've pivoted our business because we know we're in a world of technology. We're in a world of AI, right? And we've seen this coming for a long time from far away. So we're effectively a data and technology business, right, that sells businesses, right? And what I mean by data, the data that we have it's the most valuable data. It's the data no one else has. It's only available to Link brokers and the Link group. And that includes everything from the type of businesses that transact, the type of business that get inquiries, the type of businesses, the multiples they sell for, how long they stay on the market, what kind of vendor discounts are they attributed to, how many active engaged buyers are searching in a particular industry. So there's a lot of insightful data that we use, and we use that data to better educate our vendors. Right? To better inform them, to make better informed decisions when it comes to exiting and entering a business.
So how does the broker level use that data? So what sort of information are you getting out to them and so on? So I imagine you're doing summary data on monthly transactions and everything, and really, do you get a pulse of what's happening in the marketplace as a result?
Absolutely. So what we've done is everything that we've built is proprietary. So from everything from our CRM system to our business valuation software. So the data that goes into it, we're using AI to really analyze that data so that we can pinpoint and speak to the market and let them know, inform the market what's happening, what is transacting, right? Everything that anyone that wants to know, it's available there, readily to go. We're going to be, showcasing this data from next month from both our own website, both from our socials and everything from Instagram, Facebook and LinkedIn.
So obviously that's giving you a positioning in the market, that data, because you can, the media person in me sees you going out to the marketplace with press releases and everything with data, because there's a lot of data gets quoted by a lot of people, obviously. How have you been able to grow your market share? Do you see, just by opening another office, you're opening your market share, or how are you growing it with your service-based model with brokers out into the market? Because 20% is a lot. It's a lot of transactions. How many transactions is that, roughly?
A little over 3,500 to 5,000 businesses a year. Actually, as a matter of fact, we just ticked over $6 billion worth of business transactions.
That's with a B.
That's a B. That's a B right there. So, look, what we're seeing is, as I said before, we as we're a franchise network ourselves, so we believe in better educating our brokers, advisors, to knowing what a business could be worth using our proprietary systems and softwares, right? Once they've got that information and incorporated it into our valuation software, our CRM software then matches it with the right target audience or right buyers. There's almost like a buy matching software, right? We then have like an in-house, I guess you can say, our marketing team and franchise support team that builds and collates all this information into a nice information memorandum, right? That basically showcases everything perfect about this business.
So as a partner, which is a franchise partner with an office, or are they? So you've got franchise partner at office level and at individual broker level. What does it look like?
So our franchise offices effectively work. It's a partnership model. So we do everything in terms of helping recruit new brokers to that office, train their brokers, market themselves in that location or that territory to target business owners that are looking to exit. We have an amazing ongoing training for all of our brokers and franchise partners. So it's second to none. It's class leading. Everything that I can hand on heart say there's no other network out there that does it quite the way that we do it. So we believe in individual development of every broker within our group, and that's what our brokers and franchises ask for, right?
Yeah.
So that's what people want to know. They want to further develop their skill sets, and that's what we're there to do.
So do brokers partner together to go into an office, for example?
From time to time, yeah, absolutely. Most of the new franchise partners that we're getting are people that are either independent, they're
and they're rebadging, so,
correct, and they see the value as being part of the Link Group. They see the value in the softwares and the systems that we have.
The data you have, no doubt.
Correct.
Yep.
And again, from time to time, high-performing brokers often want to join and open up their own office.
Yeah.
So we teach them, everything they need to know about leadership and not becoming the sales broker, but becoming the principal, becoming the director of that office, to better become a leader of that office, to then recruit other people to come underneath them.
So what about, as a franchise partner, what sources of revenue? So what does a revenue model look like, and services and everything you provide? Because obviously you do brokerage and you've got commission transactions from that. But what are the other revenue streams in the business? Absolutely.
So we have multiple revenue streams. So one of the major one is for us valuations. So we're building some really interesting stuff around business valuations. So that are APS to things 225 compliant. That is an added revenue source to our franchise partners and our brokers. We do a lot of amazing stuff around paid appraisals as well. We do, it's not just a business transaction itself, but what we want to do, anyone in the business brokering will tell you that average days on market is what hurts most people that want to get into the industry. A registered transaction might take 30 to 60 or maybe 90 days.
Yeah.
Where a business could take up to a year.
Yeah. Is the average about 6 to 9 months or something?
Yeah.
Oh, you'd have the data. What's the average?
Do. So it depends on state by state, right? So, I can speak with Victoria. Victoria is about 270 days, average days on market.
Is that the longest?
Well, that's the average. The longest has been a little over a year and a half, right? So what we are aiming to do as a franchise network is to bring that down, right, to about 30 days, if we can. And we know what the secret to that is.
That's a real stretch goal.
Yes. So here's an interesting fact for you. The average list to sell ratio for a business in Victoria is a little over between 12 to 18%. Well, we're transacting over a little over 48%. As a network, we're creeping up around 40%.
So you're probably picking up what those ones that are dropping off from those other probably independent brokers, I gather, or other
independent
brokers?
Business owners that are trying to sell themselves, but they don't know the true value. They're not connecting the business with a target audience. It's not prepared correctly. There's a whole lot of things I can go into to dictate why a business doesn't sell.
So you said valuations. What are there other revenue streams, or what's the main, or what does the revenue stream look like for a business?
Yeah, correct. So most of it comes around advisory as well. So there's a lot of people that are looking to buy businesses. There are a lot of people that want to grow their businesses. They want to improve their business. They might be preparing for an exit, but might be in 12 or 24 months' time. But we help them prepare that business. So there's an advisory revenue cost there for us, for our partners. There's, like I said, valuations and appraisals. One thing is for sure is that if we do all those things right, our average fee per transaction is and this is Australia-wide, is creeping close to $50,000.
Wow.
Because we're not targeting businesses, because we help increase the value of those businesses, right? So,
which in turn gives you more commission.
Correct, right? So And buyers see the value in that business, vendors see the value in that business, and our average fee increases. So we have specialists working in different divisions, in different sectors. So we got hospitality specialists, we got manufacturing, distribution, wholesale, supermarkets, medical, NDIS and health sector.
So someone could really focus in and zero in on an area that they're passionate about or
Correct.
that they come from, for example.
Or have a skill set in, yes.
So I suppose, tell me about the proven track record. So you've got a track record of closing then. So if you're doing 48% you're saying was the list to close?
Yeah.
And if the average is 18 to 20, so my guess is I'm trying to figure out how that happens. It's obviously through your brand power, through good brokerage, through positions. So are people getting disenchanted when they're trying to sell their businesses and exiting out, do you think, and then you're picking up people to looking for the next broker? What's the path to you looking like?
It's pivoted.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can get online and have a look at our reviews, right? So you can see what it's like to work with our brokers, with the Link Group. It starts with not rushing anything, right? There's
just taking through a process.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's a proven process, right? I mean, we've seen it time and time again, people that have been burnt because they've been taken down the wrong path. Where the first thing that a broker that had come to him in the past was sign this piece of paper, pay me this fee to go market your business, and they never hear from him again.
Yep.
There's no communication. There was no...
They get the ongoing monthly fee or whatever it is, a service fee, and
That's not how we operate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not how we operate.
And that's bad for the whole industry, isn't it?
Terrible.
For the profession.
It taints it,
Yeah.
you know? And more often than not, because the list to sell ratio for the industry is so low, that's how some of the business brokers out there make money, right? They charge
Just
upfront
monthly fees and upfront monthly fees, and hold people 3 to 6 months, and then didn't work, and out you go.
Sometimes it was as long as 12 months.
Yeah.
So it's so disheartening because that puts such a bad name to business brokers, right? So we're everything that's not. Our aim is to sell your business for the best possible price in the shortest possible amount of time by connecting with the right audience, by making sure it's prepared correctly, it's taken through a proven process, and it works time and time again.
Excellent. So what do you see for the future? So as we wrap up there, the future of the brand, I know you've obviously pivoted towards the technology and data.
Yes.
And that, suppose that's you leveraging that with relationships. It can be really powerful, clearly.
Our model as a franchisor is to generate business for our franchisees and their brokers. So generating seller leads, people that are looking to exit. So we're making some headways around using AI to do some really fancy stuff. And I can't wait to share that with you perhaps in the next segment.
It's a surprise, yeah.
It's a surprise, yeah. But that's where we're headed. We want to connect our franchise partners and our brokers with the people that are looking to exit, showcase and demonstrate our ability to value and prepare the business and take them through the process.
Yep.
Train them to be able to do their job correctly, to be able to do a service to their clients.
Yeah, do it and deliver and keep the list to conversion rates, keep them going up.
I'd love to see that one day around 90%.
Wow. That would be powerful.
That would be amazing.
And we'll do another podcast on that.
I'd love to come back to that.
Excellent, Farzin. Thanks for joining us, mate. Much
Pleasure, mate.
appreciated.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us on the Franchise Everything podcast. If you enjoyed that, please like, share, subscribe, tell everyone about it. We can get some great information out here on businesses and franchising in general, and we'll catch you in the next one soon.